Heroes and Legends War of Bitter Rivals, Episode 7. The Suppeena risk it all to take the now empty issue, as they had their massive forces, along with the Bobaya, who were beasts of the neighboring um, galaxy next to Suppeena, who they used to fight with. Nishu at the time was guarded by Barak Stone. He was the head general of the Elder Forces. He was a strong and noble man, however, he often doubted a lot. He saw the new and fresh Suppeena army in massive numbers about to attack them. He was nervous and was unsure that victory would be theirs, seeing that the bulk of their army and the strongest of their forces were now gone. However, there was one woman by his side that could cheer him up. Her name was Deborah Bond. She was an encourager and encouraged him to fight on despite the odds, knowing that Joshua Moore, who was a brilliant strategist of the elders, was on their side. He had come up with a brilliant plan, as he was a descendant of the great strategist of Amariah of the Madonians. He had a plan. His plan included as Eliezer John, Eliezer I, who was a strong and noble fighter, and was so strong he'd be able to fight off hundreds of thousands of men on his own. Together, these four leaders of the elder forces prepared for war against the Suppeena. The Suppeena, being dead, were attacking by three fronts. Ped will attack the north, Daria will attack the south, and Pascal will attack the middle. Seeing that their plan hinged on the enemy moving to the center, Joshua instructed Eleazar and Barak to stop the enemy and engage their progress from the north and south. There was a big giant wall in the center which guarded the Suppeena's main camp. It was the only way to the center, as the center led straight to Erythra, the capital of Elishu. If the enemy managed to reach Erythra, then Elishu would be lost and the battle would be all over. Seeing this, the Suppeena moved to destroy the wall that was blocking their progress. Seeing that the plan hinged on them going to the center, they had to get as much Suppeena into the center as possible. So throwing the Suppeena's advance from the north and south was critical to their plan. After Ebenezer and Barak showed their powers, Ped and Daria retreated from the north and south respectively. Huffy was very confused and complex about all these things. He saw the battle was going nowhere and decided to help Pascal, their Grand General, destroy the center wall and move forward to the center. However, once the wall was down, EP3 ordered a full-scale charge straight to Erythra. This was exactly what Joshua wanted. In order to fulfill their goal and God-given destiny to defend the issue, he activated and destroyed the ground beneath the enemy as they advanced to the center. There, a large basin, a dam, full of water, was ready to go. He broke the dam, and a massive flood attack consumed the Suppeena and Bobaya troops that charged their center. Being cut off from their main unit, the Suppeena lost the vast majority of their entire forces in one attack. They were shocked. Trey could not believe his ears, his eyes, and what he was seeing. The enemy was smart, and now this was the fearsome might of the elders. Trey, along with his wife Viv, ordered a retreat. But however, Before they could have retreated, Iro had appeared and was ready to fight for his elder comrades. Next, Huffy decided that he wanted to fight, so him and Ped worked together. However, they were stopped by Tebra and Eliezer before they got far. Soon the Suppeena were badly beaten and retreated back to their castle. The Allies had won. Seeing this crushing defeat from the Suppeena, the Zephyr, who, like the Suppeena, had not yet fought in this war, led by Law, decided now was the time to take down the Suppeena. As they retreated back to their castle to regroup, Laura knew that in order for the Zephyr and Suppeena to be united once more, they had to fall by her blade. However, Rashandarev of the Kabylon was at the Zephyr territory at the time and begged Laura for the come with her, seeing that this would be a great opportunity to show off her skills and to work beside one of the great primes of the Builder. Laura accepted Rashanda's request. They moved a mixture of all their allies and a massive army to take the Suppeena, who were with the Bobaya at the time. Ibitre was shocked. The great Laura, the great the swordsman of the Zephyr, had come. Seeing that the Zephyr had come, the Suppeena rallied their troops, and they relied heavily on the Bobaya to fight their battles for them. Laura grew disgusted with them as they used beasts to do their bidding, and so she ordered Ashanda to break the pens and destroy the Bobaya masters, which will free the Bobaya from the Suppeena's control. Once that occurred, the Bobaya beasts all ran away, now free from their bonds of war. Ibitre was shocked. The vast bulk of their forces now scurried on into the forest. They were doomed. Seeing this, Ped vowed to fight to the very end. However, Laura confronted Ped and slayed him. Ped fought well, but it was not enough to overcome the great swordswoman known as Laura. Seeing that Ped was now dead and the Suppeena clan was finished, Huffy made a valiant and wise decision. He defected from the Suppeena and declared his loyalty to Zephyr. Laura was stunned, but at the same time not surprised. She knew that Huffy was discontented with the Suppeena, and now that his friend was gone, the Suppeena were indeed finished. Now Zephyr had grown with a new officer by its side. It was time to lay the death blow to the Suppeena forces. So Laura confronted Pascal, the Grand General Suppeena, and easily defeated her. Ashanda Rev defeated Daria, and Huffy worked alongside both women and their allies to defeat Viv and EP3. If this, the Suppeena were no more. And soon after, the Akari scene herself arrived at Suppeena, a great parade, military parade, led by Akari, Laura, and Rashada was held. It was a magnificent sight. At long last, Zephyr and Suppeena were now one, but this time under the Builderon. A great and mighty blow to Anjosaka was now dealt, and as of this time on, the Builderon were now winning the war.